Hey, welcome. I'm Tom Konvicka here in the Weather Center here again for you. Well, we're hot. We're no surprise there. We got a few camera views for you, mostly sunny sky, a little hazy at times, a little high cloudiness from time to time, and some a little puffy cumulus I saw today as I was out doing the yard work. So I apologize for being a little late on the stream there, but I'm with you, and I survived the yard chores for today in the heat. So it's 97, dew point 74 pushes the heat index well over 100. And of course, as I said, those heat advisories will be with us. And you saw the WASP making a cameo appearance. Toledo Bend, you're 91 degrees, and we see a pretty clear sky there, a little hazy at times. No cumulus that I see, but maybe a few thin high cirrus clouds. And I think with the day, we see a little bit more cumulus down, those little puffy clouds, down toward Stellies and LeBeau in St. Maynard Parish. And it's pretty hot and a little bit more humid down there, 94 degrees, and that humidity will continue to overspread the area throughout the coming days there for us in central Louisiana. Let's look at the radar, and this is why I have 10% in many times. Look at those little outflow boundaries to the south of us. Let me zoom in a little bit, and we'll take an hour shot there as we see isolated showers and a few thunderstorms right there in the Eunice area, portions of St. Landry, just to the north of Eunice and the far southern part of Evangeline Parish. You see those little outflow boundaries that might trigger a little something, but I don't think it's going to be much. High pressure is pretty efficient for today in squashing everything except south of I-10, as you see there. Some pretty good thunderstorms, a good bit of lightning. Some of those are loud, boisterous storms in that direction, but not up here. Satellite and radar shows another little storm complex working a little bit to the southeast. There's a little rain associated with that. I don't think it's going to get into central Louisiana because it's going more into the teeth of the high, and it's going to literally probably evaporate and sublimate before it can get down here. This little area to the south of us, I think a little sea breeze there kind of got that jump started, as well as daytime heating. And so once we lose the daytime heating, we're going to lose sea breeze. The wind will blow back from the continent into the Gulf of Mexico, and we'll lose any lifting mechanism. So yeah, I think we go rainless today in Cenla. Let's check some other things going forward here. As we look at the future cast, planning your day for tomorrow, it's back to work and school. Tuesday morning, say 7 o'clock. Maybe just a few high clouds about yet. Once we go into the evening hours, say around 5, the track back home. Not seeing anything that's terrible there. This model, again, this is just one model's opinion, but I do think we do see about a 20% chance of showers. There it comes later in the day. So late in the afternoon and evening, there will be a little shot of some showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two with that. And this model actually continues a little something at 7 o'clock Wednesday, back to work and school again. For Wednesday, we've got maybe a low end rain chance, but it doesn't have anything else the rest of the day. So I'm pretty confident we're not going to see much on the day for Wednesday. Now let's check out the tropical system that we're looking at. This is a satellite imagery. We do have Tropical Storm Ernesto down in the western portion of the Atlantic, approaching the islands right in there. Looks like about the center of that. As it continues to get a little bit better organized, there's a core, there's some spiral banding and those type things. So yeah, it's going to be something here in the coming days. So this is, again, Tropical Storm Ernesto. Next 5-day forecast, you can see the current location, and I'll put this into motion. By the way, it's a 40-mile-per-hour tropical storm. So here, and just for tomorrow, we'll see it cross the northern Leeward Islands and head into the northeastern Caribbean. And once we see that kind of move through, looks like Puerto Rico, and it will start taking a turn as it moves around, steered by high pressure ridge. It becomes a Cat 1 hurricane somewhere along that track east of the Bahamas. And then once we get into the latter part of the forecast, it increases and encounters very favorable conditions. So at least a Cat 2 hurricane is on tap here for us as this moves out not far from Bermuda, but safely off the east coast United States, we hope, for this one, because there's a trough coming down, mid-latitude trough in the jet stream that should steer it away from the United States and certainly away from the Gulf of Mexico and Louisiana. That's good news because I'm afraid the wave train has started down in the Atlantic, and this will not be the last one this month. I expect several more before the month is over with. 7-day forecast. The heat is the winner here this time. That's the wind. Heat wind the forecast. It wins the forecast. Sorry, folks. Typo. I lost my mind for a minute. Notice the rain chances are very low in the 10 to 20% range, but if you're one of those 10%, you can get a thunderstorm and it helps your yard. It doesn't help hardly anyone else, but it helps you out. Look at these temperatures. We should be seeing 72 and 94 during this time period. And you can see what we've got here. Well above that, there'll be humidity mixed with this too, probably a little bit more than we typically see for the middle of August. So the heat indices are going to shoot up, and I would think that the National Weather Service probably every day for the remainder of the week, even into the weekend, is going to have heat advisories up. So you got to respect this stuff, folks. It wasn't as hot today as it will be here in the next several days for this week. Take care, be careful, and I think Nick Nicholas may stream in the morning. It depends on how he's feeling. Otherwise, I'll be with you during the PM for sure. Take care and have a terrific Tuesday.